Hello, Coach Tina here. Today we are talking about new beginnings. It is the Monday after Easter. Spring has sprung, but really we're in the beginning of the second quarter of the year. And if you haven't had a good start to the first, or you want to hit the ground running on your second quarter, then we need to start right now to make this week work for us, right? We want to start strong. And of course, when I think of strong, I think of muscles. So what we want to do is we want to build habits like we build muscle, which is repetition. And it's the repetition that provides the results that we're looking for. So when we start our week, we want to be thinking about, what can I do to make this week the best week for me possible? And I have some ideas for you. You see, we just finished a challenge, a master class. It was a 3-day class on procrastination and going from procrastination to our desired destination. And what we wanted to do was we created we looked at our dreams. We created our goals based on what it was we were wanting to accomplish. We got really close to our why. And now we want to start out strong. We want to hit the ground running, thinking about what it is we're meant to do. But all of that happens from a place of expectation that it's going to be a good week. What does that mean? Like, how do we really have control over whether or not it's going to be a good week? Hate to break it to you, but your mind is so powerful that if you start the week with the expectation that things are going to be good, then your mind is going to be looking for how it can make the week good. You will start off on the best foot possible if you are in a beautiful state as you start your week, because it will flavor the rest of your week. It sets the foundation. And so spend a few minutes in your meditation imagining all the things that you are going to accomplish, that the thing that is so important to you, see it as if it's already happened, and allow yourself to embrace the excitement of that being accomplished and see what happens. Okay. I think that is really the very best way to get started, is with that set of expectations being very positive, and it will help align you and your focus. Now, the more application part of this is that you have to chart the course. Okay, it's not enough to just be dreaming about how great this week is going to be, but you have to say, these are the 3 things that I am going to intentionally focus on this week. Now, the caveat here is, if you are so overwhelmed that 3 things sounds like too much, go with 1. And then if you accomplish that goal this week, before the end of the week, bring in your second goal. But for right now, because as women, we are multifaceted and we have a lot of things on our plate, picking 3 things is probably a better way to go. Because if you're like me, you might start working on one goal, but then hit a roadblock. And instead of just getting stuck there and staring at the wall for a while and not knowing what to do, you can work on that next goal. Or maybe you have to reach out and someone else has to do something for a while, and that gives you that opportunity to work on that next goal. So you always have something in the hopper. I find that to be very useful, but it's also because of the repetition in my life, I have built that muscle where I can handle 3 goals at a time. So you be you, start where you are, and I'm going to recommend 3 things, and then do 3 things each day of the week that you are working on it. You might have a day of rest, so you might only get 5 days in. Maybe you have a day of rest and you have a day that's just like, oh my gosh, this is not how I plan to do my day. So what if 5 days a week you did 3 things a day? And that would be 15 items that you could check off your checklist. Now, your checklist might have 100 things on it. But if you were able to knock off 15 a week, it wouldn't take you very long before you started to see some really strong results on the things that matter to you. Now, I'm not talking about the things that we call the Skittles in life, that just sugary candy that doesn't really benefit you much. We have a lot of things like that that are on our calendars that we have to do. We got to take out the trash. We got to take our kids all kinds of places. I get that. Those things get done no matter what. I'm talking about the intentional, I'm going to take this step to accomplish something or to take care of myself in a certain way, like our fitness goals. Maybe it's a financial goal. I'm going to pay off that bill that I've been meaning to pay that I keep forgetting. Even though I have the money, it's racking up some interest or whatever. Why do we do things like that to ourselves, right? It's because we believe that we don't have enough time or we let other things take priority. But this week, we are going to say, no, these are the things I'm going to accomplish, and I'm going to get there by doing these 3 things a day. And guess what? If before the end of our week happens, we get everything done, take a big deep breath and celebrate, okay? Don't just grab the next set of things to do. Enjoy the fact that you are on track, that you are doing what you're meant to do. And then maybe reward yourself with something that you've kind of got on your list that's like a secret pleasure that you would enjoy so much if you had extra time. Do that, okay? And lastly, very important, keep your goal or goals, if you're at that place, front and center all the time. And what I mean by that is I start out every morning writing down my goals for that week. For the 90 days is actually where I like to position myself. I do the entire quarter. Again, it's going to be based on where you are that you get this started. But writing them down, maybe on an index card, maybe on a Post-it note, maybe on your screensaver. If you're always seeing that the thing that is important to you right in front of you, then you're more likely to make choices for the thing that you want versus the distractor or the emergency that happened. Okay, so please keep that in mind. And lastly, when would now be a good time to start? And what I mean by that is it's Monday. It's the beginning of our week. And even if you're watching this on a day later in the week, you all have 7 days in a week. You can start it wherever you are right now. The key is take the bull by the horns. It's your life. No one else is sitting around worrying about how they're going to achieve your dreams. It's only you. You're the only one that is in charge of your life. So take control of what is possible for you to do and do it right now. Take out your calendar, your phone, whatever it is, and schedule however much time you have available to you today to work on this process, and attach to it doing one thing on your list. What is one thing that you could do right now that would move you closer to your dreams? And if you haven't watched the masterclass yet on From Procrastination to Desired Destination, it will give you everything that you need to get the framework behind this to get you started, because I want your week to be really great. We're also going to be doing 21 days of habiting this week. And this month, I will be sharing tips and tricks and different things you can do to get your habits in line. If you are interested in that, please reach out, let me know. You can put in the comments right now, #habits, and that will support you as we move forward this month, making sure that the things that you want to accomplish are going to be achieved. Super important to me. If you would like to schedule a one-on-one with me to discuss how this community could help serve you and your needs in meeting your goals, please do that. Just direct message me and let me know that you would like the schedule link, and I would be happy to let that happen. Okay? Looking forward to meeting with you. Take care.